Hello, everyone. This is JD Calderon, and this is Indie Comics Explained. And today I'm going to take a look at my latest read pile. But before we take a look at that, I just want to show off some of these books that I had done. These are currently on my current Kickstarter. This is for the Oswald Chronicles, and these are the Virgin covers. So basically, Virgin covers are the covers of the books without any text on them. So there's, as you can see, it's just all artwork. And this is from Dept.H, and with Carlos Moreno doing the colors on them. So these look really awesome. This is on one of the tiers, so if you want to pick these up, you can get these. They look actually really nice. They're also available on Indiegogo on In-Demand, so go check them out. And we will go through my read pile. Some of these I've done reviews for, some of them I haven't. The ones I have I'll run through kind of quickly. I did one for this. This is At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft, adapted by Gao Tanabe. Said it before, say it again. Awesome book. Just really, really great book. If you love Lovecraft, I don't see any problems. I think you'll just really enjoy this. Great book. Let's keep it moving. We have Mutant World and Son of Mutant World by Jan Stranad and Richard Corbin. Fantastic book if you're a Richard Corbin fan, or if you're new to Richard Corbin. He's like perhaps one of the classic indie guys. You know, he's been around for a long time. He's worked at Marvel. He's done work for heavy metal. He's done work for a lot of different people, but he's always on the indie scene. That's where I remember him from, and done a lot of stuff for Warren Publishing. You know, creepy and eerie and that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, this is just classic stuff. I guess the most recent stuff he's been doing is for Dark Horse. He's done some Hellboy stories, that sort of thing with Mike Mignola. So, but fantastic stuff. If you like weird, strange comics, this is definitely the route to go. Alright, and then we have The Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. And various other artists. Stephen R. Bissett, John Tortable, Rich Vetch, Sean McManus, and Dan Day. This, I already said it, this is a fantastic book. If you can get one, I would say go get one. This is a great book. This is a must-have if you love Absolute editions. It's nice and thick. It has some really nice felt spine cover thing going, and has the slipcase. You know, and it has the Green Man Swamp Thing on the back cover. Next up, we have Knight's Dominion, Volume 3 by Ted Neffy. This, I believe, rounds out the series. I think there's two other books before this, obviously. And I had a lot of fun with this. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I hope he does more of these. I enjoyed the characters. It was done in a mythical city, and he had these weird ciphers for, like, Wonder Woman and Batman and or I should say analogs for Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, that sort of thing. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. It shows the fact that I remember one time he did want to get into DC and do some Batman books. It's unfortunate I guess they never took him up on it. It's a shame. He's a very good writer, excellent artist. The guy's great. Ted Neffy. Knight's Dominion. I hope that, who is this, Oni, gets this together in one nice big hardcover, probably even a little oversized. It'd be really nice to see it. I'd definitely pick that up, and then just get rid of the 3 trades. All right, next up is The Realm, Image Comics, Seth M. Peake, Jeremy Horn, Nick Filardi, and Thomas Maurer. So this is, what if story, what if fantasy came to Earth and all the technology turned off and the technology wouldn't turn back on. They can still use guns, I guess, because it's just based on, fire and igniting things. But I guess things like computers and phones and things of that nature aren't working. So not all the laws of physics are working. But they have magic, and they have magical creatures, and they have like these orcs and things running around, and elves and all these things. Good book. Reminds me of, I hate to say this, but it's like Walking Dead, but instead of it being zombies, it's magic and mystical creatures. So, your mileage may vary. I enjoy it. I'm going to continue to buy this. This is volume 3. I don't know how long the story is going to last. Like any of these things, I just hope that it has an ending, and I hope it has a good one. That's all I can ask for. This is Downcast Volume 1 by Clint Stoker. Let me see if I get Ignacio Lazaro, Damian Penalba, Eric Weathers, Brandon Crowther, Matthew Weldon, and Derek Dow. So this was fun. It was a good book. This was an Indiegogo that I backed. It's a fun book. The only problem I had with it is that it really does read like a part 1 of a 2-part thing. It feels like there's something missing, and the story feels incomplete. And to be honest with you, I don't even think I can give an honest review of it until I have the second part. The only thing I hope is that, you know, he does a good job on the second half, and, you know, it ends well. The artwork is good. It's perhaps not as refined as I would like it to be. It's just not as solid. I think the inking needs to be a little tighter on it. The coloring, I think, is fine. It gets muddy in a couple places, but I think that kind of goes along with the storyline. But all in all, enjoyable. I'll definitely be picking up the second one. So I think he said that'll be happening in February. All right, moving on. Baby Teeth, Volume 3, Donny Cates, Gary Brown. This is Aftershock, one of these companies that I just think is a IP mill. But it being that, once in a while they do come out with a good book. And this is one of them. And it basically what it is, it's what if, I don't know, the Antichrist is born and his family is fighting against the devil, and it's all this stuff. And, you know, his dad wants him to be a gateway to, he's supposed to open up a gateway to Earth so they can bring about the apocalypse and all this stuff. I don't know. It's fun. I really enjoyed it. So we'll see what happens from here. I mean, it's a baby, so there's not much you can do. It's just a baby. But it is a very good book. I enjoyed it. All right, moving on to Dr. Sleepless, Engines of Desire, Warren Ellis, Ivan Rodriguez. This is a fun book, older book from Avatar. Got it on the cheap, probably paid $4 or $5 for it. I enjoyed it. I'll be honest with you, I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed some of the other stuff that he had produced through at this time period. But all in all, it was good. And considering the price I paid for it, I think it was a good buy. So if you can get it cheap, I'll definitely do it. The Willows, Algernon Blackwoods by Nathan Carson and Sam Ford. I got this book because I saw some of the interior artwork. I like the pen and ink. I like the pen and ink that's going on here. The story itself was good. It's interesting. It's a little bit bleak in places. But all in all, it was fun. It was a punt for me. I enjoyed it. I don't know if there will be more. I don't think there will be, but we'll see. All right, Department H by Matt Kent and Charlene Kent. This is a crime. It's a murder mystery that happens like 6,000 feet in the ocean. It's a very good book, very interesting. Delves deeply into this family and what they've been doing. It delves into the lives of a father, a daughter, and her brother, and as well as the people they get involved with. This particular volume really gets into the other sub-characters, and it's interesting to see the way Matt Kent develops those characters. It's a good book. Really enjoyed it. This is it. This was volume 1. This is volume 2. That's the end of the story, which I really appreciate. It gives me a nice ending to the story. Good series. You can definitely pick these up. They're still available from Dark Horse. Definitely worth having. Then we have Garth Ennis and Oscar Jimenez, Chronicles of Wormwood, The Last Battle. Now, here's a funny thing. Antichrist, son of the devil, just like the other book. That's why I started on the other one, because I started laughing. I was like, wait a second, don't I already have one of these? Yes, I do. It's a very common, very well-worn path by many writers to work on this story. I actually enjoyed this one a little bit more than Baby Teeth. It's by Garth Ennis and Oscar Jimenez. this one I think is because the guy is an adult. He's already made his decision not to go the Antichrist route. He's like, look, I'm just going to be my own person. And the gentleman standing next to him is Jesus. And that's his talking rabbit. Well, that's the Antichrist talking rabbit. But they're friends. They're very good friends. And they just decided to not go in the way that their parents deemed it. They said, no, we're not going to do the evil, good battle thing, destroying the world. We're just going to be who we are, and we're just going to try to be better. And all in all, fun book. Just like the Warren Ellis book. Got this from Avatar. Got it on sale. $5-6. Well worth it. Fun book. So, really good book. Nice artwork. So, yeah. Really enjoyable. So, if you get that one, it was suggested. This was Mercury Heat. Karen Gillan. Omar Francia. Noel Lopez. This is about a society where people get born into it and they're in space. Well, and also their memories can be erased. So I thought that was very interesting. So what it is, like you have a chip the way you have a chip in your cell phone. So you can have a chip in your head that they can erase. So if you do something horrible, you don't have to remember it. Let's say you go on a job. You could do a job where you're some kind of crazy assassin, and then at the end of the job, they just erase your memory so you don't have to feel all the guilt over doing all these horrible things you've done. She's a cop, and she can only do it in space. And I forgot there was a certain reason. I think it was she had no sympathy or something for people. So she would have been like, they wouldn't allow her to be a cop on Earth. I guess it would just be too destructive. Whereas in space, I guess they don't have as many cops. Or I guess the pool isn't as deep, so they hired her on. But I remember enjoying it. I think there's a volume 2 that I have. Yeah, this is volume 1. I think I haven't read it yet. It's in the pile to be read. But all in all, I remember enjoying it. What is that? It's a tag from somewhere. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, all in all, I remember enjoying it. Good book, good art. Again, another one of the books I got from Avatar on the cheap. $5-6. Gotta watch out for those Avatar sales. This, we have Warren Ellis's Gravel Combat Edition. Mike Wolfer, Gabriel Riart. Okay, alright. This is the final volume in the series. This ties it up. And this actually brings this character's story to an end. Kind of a shame, because I like this character. I don't think Warren Ellis will ever be revisiting him, because he really does end the character's story in this volume. And in the beginning of the volume, what I like was they give you a rundown of everything that's happened before. And I don't have a lot of these, so I'm going to have to hunt them down at some point. Strange Kiss, issues 1-3. Stranger Kisses, 1-3. Strange Killings, 1-3. Strange Killings, The Body Orchard, 1-6. Strange Killings, Strong Medicine, 1-3. Strange Killings, Necromancer, 1-6. I pick up here Gravel. So I have, I guess, the first 3 volumes. When it just becomes Gravel, is no longer Strange Killings and that sort of thing. But like I said, this ends the series. It was a fun series. Like I said, I got them on the cheap. This is from Avatar. If you watch out for those sales and previews, you know, you can get hooked up with a lot of good books. So that's pretty much for it today, guys. So you want to take a look. You know, Gravel, Mercury Heat, Wormwood, Dept.H, Dr. Sleepless. I think there's something else. Oh, look at that. The Willows hiding over right there. We have Baby Teeth, Downcast, The Realm, Knights Dominion. I think one of the reasons also this book, I'm going to continue to read it. I think one of the reasons it bothers me just a little bit is when I was a kid growing up, there was the black and white, what some people like to call the boom, but was really just a glut. There was a book called The Realm that came out where Guy Davis got his start on it. And that was an awesome book. Beautiful artwork. What's funny is that Guy Davis doesn't even draw like that anymore. If you know what I'm talking about, he worked for Mike Mignola, BPRD for a long time. And I believe he's doing work with Guillermo del Toro on a lot of his movies. Guy Davis, awesome artist. But that book was called The Realm as well. But that's a whole other thing. All right, then we have Mutant World, Son of Mutant World. by Corbin and Jan Shanad. Absolute Swamp Thing. At the Mountains of Madness. And we have the Oswald Chronicles with Virgin covers. So, guys, that's it for this week. All these books were awesome. All of them were worth having. Thank you so much. If you like what you heard, hit like, subscribe, share the video. And if you have anything to ask me, just ask me in the comments below. Thank you so much, and enjoy your indie comics.